Hey, what's up, fam? Thank y'all for tuning in once again. As always, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, hit that notification bell so every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. So it looks like Tiger Woods is back in the news with another scandal dealing with another, well, let's just say another snow bunny. That's okay. That's okay. That's what he like. Let him stick with it. You feel me? But now, according to the Daily Mail, this guy is terrified of the $30 million lawsuit filed against him by his ex-girlfriend, Erica Herman, and the possibility of another public scandal. Here's the thing. This is a great cautionary tale for men and women. And, well, let me go through some of this, and I'll explain to you along the way why I say that. It says Tiger Woods is terrified of the lawsuit filed against him by his ex-girlfriend Erica Herman as he is concerned of the possibility of another scandal, according to a report. Herman is taking Woods to court over an NDA, non-disclosure agreement, right? She claims it's being wrongfully forced upon her, citing the Speak Out Act, alleging in the bombshell lawsuit that he abused her, physically. Now, I gotta look into that because when I first heard about this yesterday, they were saying that she did not say there was any kind of misconduct in that nature, and that she was just, kind of throwing out straws because she's got to put something in the courts, and then they'll come back later and and amend any kind of filings to make it to make it stick. They say in a separate court filing uncovered by DailyMail.com, Herman is suing Woods for $30 million for severe emotional damage. See. Alleging that he tricked her into leaving the Florida mansion where they have lived together for 6 years. Woods is now worried about the legal battle that will play out publicly as the golf legend is desperate to avoid another scandal, according to People. It terrifies him, inside source close to the 15-time major winner told the publication. Where do they find these inside sources? And why do people tell people stuff? Inside sources. When you don't want the stuff to come out, do you really tell somebody knowing that they're gonna tell the world? I don't get it. Woods' career was almost derailed by a past cheating scandal with then ex-wife Ellen Nordegren, I guess how you say her name, who is the mother of his 2 children, daughter Sam, 15, and son Charlie. Funny how they use her last name and not his, because a lot of times these exes, they still use, they'll use their husband's last name, unless it's already famous, like Kim Kardashian or something like that with Kanye. Let's say 2 days after news of Woods' affair with New York nightclub hostess Rachel Uchitel first broke, he hit a tree and a fire hydrant with his SUV. Uchitel told DailyMail.com this week that she was also made to sign a non-disclosure agreement in the days after their affair was revealed in 2009. And say that it ruined my life and left her unable to defend herself from public attack on her character. Now, in the other article, which goes into depth about Rachel's, Uchitel's ordeal, she says that her daughter is getting a lot of flack, a lot of ridicule about the situation. Her daughter's only 10 years old. But you got people that say, "Oh, your mom is Tiger Woods' girl, or was Tiger Woods' girl," and so she's going through it at school. Here's the thing, women. Everything you do, and let's just say people in general, but this is specifically for women. When you do things like, do scandalous things, especially with like famous people, high value men or whatever, shout out to Kevin Samuels, or just put things out there on the internet, like when you're making these, let's say these OnlyFans channels, TikTok twerk dancing, damn near naked videos on YouTube. You put all this stuff out for your liberation, because women should be able to do this and express their sexuality and their bodies and all this kind of stuff. But you do not put out books like Karen Steffens, whatever her new name is now. You do this selfishly. And it's 100% selfish. It has nothing to do, no matter what you say, it has nothing to do with women's liberation. Nothing to do with men can do it, so women should be able to do it. You want to do this, and you want to be justified. No, let's take it back. You're already doing this stuff. But you want the world to know, and you want somebody to justify why you're doing it. Period. Why do I say that? Because like I said in the previous video, women got a big problem from a men's point of view that y'all like to talk too much. You love to discuss past relationships with whoever you were with your current man, or your friends, or hell, even your parents sometime if they'll listen. If you think you can get away with it, if there's no one else to listen, you're gonna tell somebody. The problem is, like I said, you like to tell it to the guy you're in a relationship with at the time, and we don't want to hear that. When we hear stuff about past relationships, I don't give a doggone if you just mention the person's name and said, I remember he went to the mailbox for me. You know what I'm saying? Right there, you just done lost all kind of respect. Because nobody want to hear it. Because I guarantee it, your dude will not bring up, depends on what his psyche is. If he got all innocence in the world, he ain't going to bring up his ex anything unless it's absolutely necessary. Let's say it's something dealing with the children, and he has to bring up because it's dealing with the children. Okay, then fine, because he got kids. But just to bring up random stuff out the blue about your ex relationships, or to bring up random, things you like to do in the bed, or this, that, and the third, just, your past. Nobody wants to hear that. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to engage in it and y'all just do some freaky dicky hanging off the chandelier type thing, and neither one of y'all are going to sit there and ask, where you learn to do that from? No, you're just going to do it and say, oh yeah, this is all right. But when you talk about it, that's a big no-no turn off for us fellas. So the thing is, Rachel, all your business was put out in the street. Now, mind you, I don't think it's really her fault, because Tiger Woods was just simping in his days and just got caught slipping, and so it got put out there. To no fault of her own. She was doing whatever she was doing and thought everything was discreet. Oh, but again, you just gotta be leery that something could come out, and if it do come out, this could embarrass your children for years to come. Especially now, like I say, it could be on social media, and this is on like major news publications. And she was saying how she had she tried to come up, had a couple stores that couldn't get off the ground because of her affair with Tiger Woods. So eventually she had to, file bankruptcy. She didn't get all the money that she wanted in this lawsuit. She couldn't get gigs. Her whole lifestyle had to change because of this scandal. So again, ladies, you just got to think about, and again, now her kid is going through it. So like women, you just got to be careful of the choices you make when you have children, or if you plan on having children. Some things you just can't do in the public eye. Probably you do whatever the heck you want to do. But understand, if it gets out, you know what I'm saying, it could really, really damage your life. They say Herman is said to be aware that the thought of another controversy terrifies Wood, and they have talked about it. The source added that no one wants the details of a long relationship to be made public. The inside claimed that it had been more evident to everyone around the former couple that the relationship had become toxic. Herman is demanding more than $30 million for what she claims to be, quote, breaches of duty that left her suffering severe emotional damage. Woods believed the amount Herman is asking in the lawsuit is ridiculous, according to the inside source. Say he's wondering if it's worth paying the money, but hey, or being put on or having his girl do an interview with Dr. Phil. In papers filed in October, Herman said she should have been allowed to live in a home in Hobe Sound, Florida, for another 5 years, but Woods used trickery after breaking up with her in October. She claimed that she had an oral agreement with the Woods Trust, the Jupiter Island Irrevocable Can't say it right. Irrevocable homestead trust, which is the legal owner of the mansion in Hope Sound, where the two live together, allow her to live at the property for 11 years. See, stuff like this, like when you look at this part of the story, is the house is owned by a trust. That is a legal maneuver to where basically if anything happens to Tiger Woods, let's say like a divorce, and the ex-wife is trying to break him through the coals, well, the home doesn't belong to him, the home belongs to the trust. He's just, they're just, I guess, quote unquote, leasing it out or whatever. Get into something happened, he dies. Okay, the trust will be in control of it, so it's like, and he's telling the trust what to do with the house. So like kids and family can't be trying to claim parts of it. You see what I'm saying? So it's a smart move. I just have to do it myself. The complaint said that she provided valuable services at Wood's request as part of the oral tenancy agreement, which gave her the right to live at the property for a certain duration of time. According to Herman, there were 5 years left on the oral agreement for her to live at the property, but Woods engaged in prohibited practice. I want to know what kind of valuable services this young lady did. Because if you living in the house, ain't nobody ask you to bring no money, ain't nobody ask you to do nothing, just, do your, just be here and look pretty. There ain't too many services that you doing for me. I'm sure he got maids. I'm sure he has cooks and lawn people and all that. So what kind of services are you providing to be able to live in this mansion for free? Herman alleged that the former world number one Woods persuaded her to go on a short vacation. And when she got to the airport, his representatives told her she had been locked out. So basically Tiger Woods told her, hey, come meet me at the airport. We're gonna go on a vacation. When she got to the airport, they put her bags down and said, oh, by the way, you can't come back to the house. Deuces, and just left her ass there. That is funny. We're gonna put this down in our book of notes. That is funny. Herman also claimed that Woods' representatives removed $40,000 of her money and made scurrilous and defamatory allegations about how she got the money. In a separate court filing to void the NDA, Herman made a startling allegation that the 82-time winner on the PGA Tour had, there it is, abused her, physically with doing things in the bed, abused her, but went into no detail as to what the alleged abuse entailed, just ticking the yes box. Under the question, does this case involve allegations of this kind of abuse? Oh, mercy. All right, in the filing, Herman cited the Speak Out Act, which states that an NDA is not enforceable if agreed to be before a dispute involving the assault or harassment. She said she's been being pressured to keep quiet and adhere to the NDA by Woods' private trust, and claimed that she is currently unsure what other information about her own life she may discuss with whom. Woods recently filed a motion to compel arbitration and stay the claims. In the document, his lawyer said that after Woods ended the relationship, Herman was told that she was no longer welcome on the property where the golfer lives with his 2 children. Woods and Herman were together for 6 years after being first spotted at the President's Cup in New Jersey in October 2017. Here's the issue. 1, Tiger Woods. Thought you learned a lesson from the first time you almost died when your wife beat you in the head with a dang golf club. I don't understand men moving women into their homes. But I know they've been in a long relationship, so maybe it's just because I ain't got that kind of money. But I've always heard, you don't live with nobody unless you get married. See, these kind of things happen. Now they get in a relationship, and then you're there 6 years. In the state of Texas, I think if you live with someone for 7 years, you consider common law husband and wife. So then you can go to court and you may be entitled to a lot of compensation that a legally owned paper wife would have access to. But this here, they was on there 6 years, so maybe Florida had the same rule, and he was like, let me kick out before the 7-year hit before she can claim like half my stuff. I mean, the man just, true businessman. He just trying to protect himself the best way he can. Now, this is her filing using this Speak Out Act. Like I said, originally that was not in the original court filings. It was just emotional abuse. But I believe, from what I have heard, that with the Speak Out Act, it has to be some form of assault or harm done, physically, with the body fluid exchange acts. That's what I just say. God, I wish you could say stuff about being dinged on YouTube. I'm a little old bitty person on YouTube, and I'm scared of that stuff. That's just hold on. But anyway, y'all know what I'm trying to say. You can read the stuff for yourself. So it wasn't in the original filing, so most likely her lawyer, the judge, told him, hey, this has to be in there, so she probably went back, and the lawyer put it in there. And it's up to them to prove it. The lawyer probably say, hey, I put it in there, we just got to prove it. Say, okay, we'll put it in there, but we got to keep this on file because this dude just put me out, and it's wrong, and my feelings are hurt, and I'm young, and we ain't got no kids, and I ain't got no business, and I don't know what to do. Okay. Well, anyway, like I said, this is a cautionary tale for men and women. Look, men, both women, y'all be careful who you pick. Like I say, she with this dude, thinks she living high in the hall, didn't really benefit off of herself in the current time, where she was getting her little, probably getting her monies and getting her rocks off or whatever the case may be, and living that socialite life. And Tiger Woods, I mean, shoot, he's just like any man. If she's not actually doing anything substantial to help him grow or to enjoy life fully, because a lot of these, a lot of times women say, hey, we doing the act and you getting this, you getting this good loving, it's worth something. And really, the truth is, no. Because if y'all like in a real relationship, I guarantee you, both of y'all are getting the same thing that the other one is getting, doing the same act most of the time. And I'm sure sometimes you do things to please him, and he's not reciprocating the effort. And sometimes he's doing things to please you, and you're not reciprocating the effort. It's just the way the feelings y'all have for each other, and this is what y'all gonna do for each other. So let's just, so let's just cut the crap. She's upset. Let's say it now. Let's say the relationship had gotten toxic toward the end. So let's just call it what it is. The relationship was over. She about to lose that golden cow, or the goose that lays the golden egg, and she don't know how to handle it. If I was Tiger, hate to say the man dude worth made like over $1 billion, in his career. Go throw a few coins, make a sign off on it, and let that be the reason, man. Because she trying to do something that shouldn't even be, it shouldn't even be entertained by the court system. Because you do this, it's gonna set precedent for other people who sit around the house, especially like some no-count dude who probably sitting around playing video games, smoking weed all day. And this woman out there working hard, going, getting her degree, making money. And then she ready to kick him out, so he's gonna take her to court, saying she promised that I could stay in the house for another 6 years. You see, nah, we don't need that. But anyway, tell me what you think about this story, man. This is crazy, but hey, like I say, cautionary tale, man. Be careful who the women that you get, and what kind of disclosures you make them sign, what kind of agreements y'all come up with. Whatever agreements y'all come up with, everything needs to be written down on paper. Women, same thing. Same thing, especially if you are in a relationship with a guy who got power, prestige, and money. You can use that to your advantage to try to, grow a business or to come up on your own, so you can start making your own income, because there's no guarantee that it's gonna last forever, right? Anyway, tell me what you think. Leave your story below and share your comments with the world. Share the video with the world. With that being said, I leave you in peace, and I'll see you on the other side.